What if everything you know is wrong?
Will AI take your job? I mean, it's the question on literally everyone's mind. So today, we're going to cut through all the hype and find some real answers. We're going to break down what's actually happening in the job market, what makes a career vulnerable, and most importantly, how you can get ready for the future of work. All right, let's get into it. So, let's start with a number, a really, really big number. According to major players like Goldman Sachs and the IMF, AI could affect up to 300 million full-time jobs around the world. I mean, think about that for a second. That's not a small adjustment. That is a full-blown seismic event that is already reshaping the entire global workforce. And, that brings us right to the heart of it, doesn't it? The question we're all asking, is my job on that list? To figure that out, we really need to dig in and understand the mechanics of what's going on under the hood. Okay, so first, let's just zoom out and look at the big picture. What does this job quake actually look like on a global scale? Well, the World Economic Forum gives us a pretty clear snapshot of the near future. They're projecting that while technology is going to create an incredible 69 million new jobs by 2027, it's also set to eliminate about 83 million. So yeah, that's a net loss of 14 million jobs. And the roles most at risk are probably what you'd expect: data entry clerks, cashiers, a lot of admin staff. But here's the crucial part of this story. Look at that other bar. New opportunities are absolutely springing up right in the middle of all this disruption. To really wrap our heads around this, let's go from the 30,000-foot view down to the ground level. We're going to zoom in on one industry that is right in the thick of it: logistics. This little case study is going to show us exactly why some jobs are vanishing while others are becoming more valuable than ever. Okay, so check this out. What's so fascinating here is the wild range of risk you see within the very same industry. So, based on data from TradLinks, a logistician, they face a tiny 1.2% risk of their job being automated. Meanwhile, a material mover, someone in the same supply chain, is facing a 100% risk. 100%. So what gives? What's the huge difference? And this slide explains it all perfectly. Just look at the tasks. The material mover's job is all about repetitive physical actions: moving boxes, loading pallets. These are things machines are just getting really, really good at. But the logistician, their day is filled with negotiation, creative problem solving, understanding what a client needs. These are deeply human skills, things you just can't easily write code for. So here's the light bulb moment. The crucial thing isn't the job title printed on your business card. It's about the kind of work you do day in and day out. And that idea, that's the key that unlocks the whole principle of what makes a career safe in the age of AI. This is it. This is the fundamental idea you have to get. AI doesn't automate entire jobs, it automates tasks. So if your job is basically just a bundle of repetitive, rule-based tasks, then yeah, it's at risk. But if your real value comes from your judgment, your creativity, your ability to manage relationships, then AI stops being a replacement and starts being a tool, a really powerful one. History actually gives us a perfect parallel for this. People used to worry that word processors would get rid of secretaries. But that's not what happened, is it? The role just evolved. Once they were freed from manually typing everything, they took on way more strategic responsibilities and became the administrative professionals we know today. AI is doing the exact same thing for jobs like paralegals. It's not a substitute, it's a transformation tool. And this transformation, it's not just about surviving, it's about creating entirely new types of careers. We're seeing this new collar workforce emerge, and it's not defined by college degrees, but by skills that are actually relevant to this new tech landscape. I mean, just look at some of these job titles: a human-machine teaming manager, an AI ethics specialist, a resilience architect. Come on, these roles sound like they're straight out of science fiction, but they are very real, and they didn't exist a decade ago. They are being born directly out of the needs of an AI-powered economy, where we need people to manage, to govern, and to strategize around these incredibly powerful new systems. If you remember one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. This is the single biggest mindset shift that we all need to make. In the future, your value isn't going to come from just doing a task that can be automated. It's going to come from your ability to manage the system, to provide that human judgment, and to make sure the technology is actually working towards the right goals. So what does this all mean for you right now? What can you actually do to make your career more resilient? Well, here's a simple 3-step playbook based on everything we've just talked about.
Okay, step 1. Double down on your uniquely human skills. Focus your own professional development on things like creativity, strategic thinking, and emotional intelligence. Step 2. Don't wait for automation to happen to you. Start using AI tools right now to automate the boring, repetitive parts of your own job. That frees you up to do more of that high-value human work. And third, practice that mindset shift. Start thinking of yourself less as a doer of tasks and more as a manager of systems.
Ultimately, this is what it all comes down to. This change is happening. It's not a question of if AI will change your job. The only real question is, how are you going to use it to redefine your own value?
Understanding begins with why.